Happy Friday, everybody. I have been doing a little bit of thinking today, and uh, man, we've done these videos forever, it feels like now, and it feels like it's been a long, long time. When we started these back in February, I don't think we expected to be here in November. And so what I wanted to do today is, because I've got a little bit of, I don't know, some things going around in my head here. I'm weary, as many of you are. I'm also still motivated, hopefully as many of you are, to plug on in this thing. There are silver linings or things that we can look to that have been good in the midst of all of this. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to see some now. It's not going to be immediate. It's going to be some time, but it's coming, right? And we also have the assurance and the comfort knowing that God is here with us in all of this. So, it's felt like a long time, hasn't it? And we're still here for you. Like I said, we haven't given up and we haven't quit, and we're keeping pushing forward. What I'd like to do today is, this is kind of a popular thing to do around Thanksgiving. And I don't know if I'll be here with you next week or not, because it's day after Thanksgiving. I haven't decided. I might shoot a video from home. I don't know. But anyway, that's all besides the point. Today, what I'd like to do is, one of my favorite things to do, and I used to do this with the high school kids when they were coming to church, is light a candle. See? And this candle is to remind us that no matter what we do, no matter where we are, no matter what place we find ourselves in, that the light of God is still with us. It's still here for us. The other thing it does is, it's just a calming thing to look at a candle sometimes, isn't it? Kind of just puts you at ease, I think. What we'll do, because it's Thanksgiving coming up, and this is a pretty popular thing to do, and not just because it's popular, but we should do it, is we should be thankful, and we should be grateful for the things we have. So what I'd like you to do is maybe do this a couple times, or maybe do it today, maybe do it on Thanksgiving, whatever you'd like, is take this candle, or take a candle in your house, light it, and take a look at that flame flickering there, reminding you that God's presence is with us. And say out loud some of the things that you are grateful for. And I don't think we do that often enough, do we? We go through life, and we interact with people, and we say thank you and please, and we appreciate people, but I don't think we ever, not that we don't ever, but I think we have a hard time telling people how truly grateful we are for them and the things we have in our lives, and thanking God for those things. So I'm thankful for, or I'm grateful for, this church. This church that allows me to live out a call, that allows me to interact with so many wonderful people. Even when we aren't gathering during this pandemic, I still interact with people. This church allows me to have a role where I can pursue a further call in ministry, so that I can attend my classes when I'm having class, when I have papers to do, when I have homework to do. This job allows me to be flexible, and it allows me to make that happen. And people here support me, and the church supports me. So I'm grateful for this church. I am grateful for my family, who, even though during this pandemic it's gotten hard every now and then, and we butt our heads because we aren't really leaving each other's sides, and we aren't traveling and aren't doing a lot of the things that we think are fun, they're still my family, and I still love them, love my wife and daughter. And we're all kind of in this together, and it's nice to know that I'm not by myself when I'm doing this. that I have people right there who are helping me make my way through this. And we're kind of pulling each other through, picking each other up, and pushing each other along. So I'm thankful for my family. I am grateful or thankful for the friends I have. I have some wonderful friends who bring me moments of joy, who I can be silly with, who I can have fun interactions with online, who I can just forget about the world while I talk to them and hang out with them on Zoom or however we choose to meet. I'm thankful for that. I am grateful for our young people that are part of this church. I don't think they know how grateful I am for them. I think I may have told them, but I don't think they understand the lengths to which I am grateful and thankful that they are here and part of our church. It's been hard without them around, and I've done everything I possibly can to keep them engaged and interacting. And the ones who have stuck with me, have kept in and kept going with me on this, I'm so grateful for you. And the ones who are taking some time off and maybe dealing with their personal lives and maybe processing this in a different way, we're still here for you, and we're waiting for you to come back, and we'll be excited when we see you. I'm never gone. You're never alone. So just know that I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I am grateful for the workers out in the community who are keeping society basically moving. It's getting harder and harder, especially at the hospitals. It's getting harder at the stores. It's getting harder at the restaurants. It's getting harder at the service places. It's getting tough out there. The teachers, it's getting really tough. But I'm still grateful for you. Know that people appreciate you and care for you. And when this is all over, I feel like we should throw all of you a wonderful giant parade and thank you party, and everybody should get their own personal cake. Because the service workers, the teachers, the first responders, the hospital workers, doctors, nurses, you've been through something this year. And it's not over yet, and it'll continue, but there is some hope in the future. So stick with it. Hang in there. We're grateful for you. We thank you. I am thankful for, or grateful for, I don't know, just kindness in the world. We hear a lot about the bad things all the time, don't we? There is kindness, and we see it, and we notice, and we recognize it. I don't think we call it out as much as we could. We're in some pretty dire days, right? Things are happening that are a little weird. Things are happening that some people just don't feel is right. There's a life-threatening pandemic. There's societal issues that are just causing so much unease. And there's kindness in all of it, though, isn't there? You just got to look for it. And so we try to find that, and that's what I'm grateful for, is that kindness is there for us to find. And that's God showing us that, yeah, there's good in this world. There's things to look to. So I'm grateful for kindness, and I'm grateful that God shows it to us. So yeah, I'm grateful that we get to still connect like this, that technology has given us a way to bridge these gaps. I'm so appreciative of it, because if you think back before we had videos online and internet and social media and things like that, how would we have done this? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We would have, I don't know, like would we have had to come to your house personally and preach to you? like out on your lawn? Um, would we just be putting out newsletters and writings? I don't know. So I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for the ability to connect. I'm grateful there's things to look forward to. There are holidays. The holidays aren't canceled. They're still there. They're just going to look a little different. Uh, I'm going to spend them at home with my family, and I think many people will. And the joy doesn't go away, and the reason for the holidays doesn't go away. We're still having Thanksgiving next weekend, or not, next Thursday, excuse me. It feels like it's a whole weekend sometimes, but it's, we're still thankful for things, right? And we're still going to gather with family. It might just be a few people in your home that you live with. That doesn't take away the meaning of the holiday. Christmas is coming up. We're still going to celebrate Advent, the coming of Jesus. We're still going to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Just because you can't get 40, 50 people together in a big place doesn't mean those things aren't important, right? We still celebrate, we still remember. So I'm grateful for the holidays. I'm grateful for things to look forward to. I'm grateful that, like I said, there is good news in this. There will be an end to this at some point. We don't know exactly when that's going to be. That's probably the biggest thing people are struggling with. There's no end date stamped on this pandemic. We aren't going to get back to normal like it was before the pandemic for quite some time. But things will ease, things will change, and things will get better. I know that, and I believe that, because God is doing that for us. So take some time, take a candle, think about the things you're grateful for. Name them out loud. Remember those people. Remember those things that you're grateful for. Why don't you bow your heads and pray with me? Dear Lord, thank you for all the things in our lives that we are grateful for, that we are thankful for. Thank you for all the gifts you continue to give us even when we can't see them. Thank you for helping to keep pushing us forward even when it's weary, even when winter's coming in and it feels like some celebrations might not be the same. Help us to understand the real reason we celebrate, and help us to do it with those people that are truly close to us and that we love. And even though we can't be with everybody we love this holiday season that's coming up, it does not mean we don't care for them, and it does not mean that we're separated forever. So help us to continue on in this, help us to walk with us in this, and help us to see the hope and the good things that are coming. And be with us as we celebrate the welcoming of Jesus into the world. Help us to remember that's what the season is for. That's why we do it. In your name we pray. Amen.